Welcome to Fort Worth, Texas, and Amon G. Carter Stadium, home of the TCU Horned Frogs. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on a team from the ACC, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Horned Frogs will kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Jones. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Running back searching for a hole. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum. You know, the problem with calling option is that you can't limit the hits on your quarterback, and he got absolutely leveled by the defender on that one. Now you got to wonder how many more times this coordinator wants to call that play.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Pulls and fired complete. Oh, what a cut! He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Using the quick game. And he goes down right there. That play's going to lose yardage.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. They want to just keep throwing it. Unloads to the wideout. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air. Offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't big.
And the Sun Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. set on first down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. The give to the back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder. Haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable.
Third down coming up after the completion. The RPO, quick throw to the right. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. He wants to throw. That's reeled in. It's Kane. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Running it to the right. It's a fumble on the play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! A great catch and run for 6. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with a scoring toss from the 33. Oh, he's going to go for the return. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situation.
And that pass intercepted. Got room on the return. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover. Set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Looking for a crease. It's Kane. Gets it inside the 10, picks up a yard. They'll mark it at the 9.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Here's the handoff. He sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Louisville is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Lamar Jackson should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Kentucky. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense. And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Fires to the big fella. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys.
Can anyone catch him? The 40, inside the 30. He's at the 10, and he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Arizona State.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats, and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
They're strong, and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. They're such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
He wants to throw here on second down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Brings up third down. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, TCU 14, Arizona State 7.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. And the Horned Frogs will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. The give to the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But you got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Trying to impose their will with the run. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on third down.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
The Sun Devils will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and we're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He's looking to pass. Finds his tight end. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call.
It's a really nice job in coverage defensively there because that tight end, he wasn't really even open. Quarterback just still tried to put it on him and give him an opportunity, but great tackle short of the stick, setting up fourth down.
The Horned Frogs send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Looking for a block. It's Jones. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to pass it right.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Quickly to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
And now on second down for this offense. Leaves it with the back. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
And the Sun Devils are on the move. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He'll take a shot. He makes a catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. LSU dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I tell you this, it sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. On the run, it's Cabrera. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. He finds his man. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. He's looking to throw it. Finds the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. They'll try the run. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Gets it out fast. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the Horned Frogs decide to punt it away. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
And it's another 1st and 10 play. He's going to pass. Getting some heat. Hit as he throws. He's got an open man. The offense burns his 3rd and final timeout of the half.
Well, we knew coming into this one, the tight end was a big part of this offense, and you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking to move it through the air. Takes the easy completion. At the 40, there he goes. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. Got to get everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock.
It leads to 2nd down.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Corners are going to bail. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Unleashes one deep. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Looking for more room. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Sun Devils will kick it away to start the second half. He'll call for the fair catch here. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
To the ground with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He's looking for an open man on second down. And he's lucky to get that one back. His junior quarterback knows better than to try that too often.
Good job on defense, getting a hand on it, tipping it up in the air. They weren't able to pick it off, but they do force the incompletion.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long.
Here we go. Hustle. Go.
Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read.
Razor.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires and picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. At the 20. Touchdown, Arizona State! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He'll try it again. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to run for it. Still on his feet at the 45. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it.
On the set.
Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Belly stutter. Lasso.
From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Looking for a block. It's Jones. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Across the 10. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
I love this type of play because it looks like a jet sweep. The defense, they're a bit confused pre-snap. They don't know who has the ball, and all of a sudden, that guy with his speed is in the second level of the defense before the defense even knows what happened.
Give to the running back.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Fast motion from the offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And the Sun Devils get enough for the first down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
The Sun Devils have their offense in high gear. Relying on that running game inside the red zone. He picked up 3 to the 11. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. This quarterback part of their running game. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On third down, going up top. Makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Sun Devils. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Handoff from the shotgun. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Third down play from the gun. Got it in the middle. It's Kane. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
And as a defensive guy, it's so hard to cover these running backs out of the backfield because it starts to go to the flat. Oh, no, I got to go cover him. And then, boom, he hits that angle route and cuts right inside, gets inside of me. And now I'm just chasing him, trying to get him on the ground. Nice route by the offense.
TCU 14.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Trying the left side. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Now the quarterback changing the original play call.
Squirrel, squirrel. Flip, flip.
On second down, he'll let it fly. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the fourth quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Moves. Longer. Pilot, pilot.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Finds him out of the backfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for room. It's Kane. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Fires into traffic. Picked off.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Runs into a wall. They'll give him one out to the 8.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
The lone back's got it. Finds some running room. He'll pick up 4 out to the 12.
Let it bust for a long one, but now 3rd down becomes very manageable. It's not 3rd in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. The give to the tailback. Across the 25, he's got room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
This is when an offense really makes their money. Like when you can be a team that they know you're running the football, you know you're running the football, but you can still get little chunk plays right here. And most importantly, with the lead, keep that clock ticking.
Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They'll try the left side. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
And the Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Pryor. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a 1st down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They'll throw it on 1st down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And they finally get their 1st sack of the day. And one of the things coaches point to every week, how many times are you affecting the quarterback? Last week, They got 3 sacks. They got to continue to put more and more pressure on the quarterback to play better defense.
That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. Motion from the offense. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Got his man on the right. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
The Sun Devils getting set on 1st and 10. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Wide out in motion. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Working that left side now. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. And the Sun Devils moving quickly to the line. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Arizona State! That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Foster. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. They weren't.
Off he goes! Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Quickly complete. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
Black 24.
Going up top on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Kane. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that. But Palmer, it's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account, and it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good. big-time candidates, some good coaches that could come in. We know they've got the money to spend. It just seems like they're going to make a change.
And the Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and goal. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback checking off. Looking to throw. And it's caught! Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable top 25 clash. Middle Tennessee put one in the win column in convincing fashion. The Blue Raiders had zero issue moving the ball, and that defense held strong in key moments. Talk about a complete performance. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And on 4th down, they'll take a knee, but this was just about over. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the part each and every week, and that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players, got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together,